Arizona Wildcats and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, the Arizona head coach told me pregame he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the single back. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Out wide right, it's Jordan. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation and what play to dial up.
Tells the run, wants to pass. The throw. They're working that left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Takes the handoff. It's Russell. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. That false start really puts them in the hole. Here comes 2nd and 14. Running inside, it's Warren. Past the 45. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Making the adjustment on the play. The run inside. It's Mobley. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Give to the running back. He's stopped.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Smith dropping to pass. Throws to the tight end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Play action on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Between the hashes, it's Mobley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. Makes the catch on the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, 3rd down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those 3rd downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that 3rd down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You've got to accomplish the mission.
Good timing on the quick out. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
changing the routes with his receivers. Smith wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Looking for the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Man, that is exactly what you like to see. Early in the football game, be who you are. Be aggressive. You say you want to take some chances, go for it on fourth down, set the tone, run the football. Don't settle for threes, Palmer. You settle for threes a lot of times later in the game, you're regretting it.
It's the right time to go for it, too, because it's early, and even if you don't get it, the opponent has to drive the entire field. I think you send a very clear message to your team as a head coach when you make that decision early. I'm going to be aggressive. I trust you guys. We're here to win this football game, and we're going to take our shots when we can.
Wants to go up top on second down. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And I like easy, not complicated, quick little out routes for my tight end that I know I can get a positive gain, keep me ahead of the sticks, and put me in a good situation.
A first down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
Let's it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And I know it's easy up here in the booth, right, guys? Like, make that catch, right? Get on the scoreboard. Haven't scored yet with this offense. You want him to make that play, but a nice job by the defense, man. Getting there on time, not letting him wrap that football up. That's a great job breaking on the football with good time.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and
he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And he makes the extra point. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room straight ahead. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Russell. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Flip it out to the back on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. On the draw, it's Russell. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Turns into the pile. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Right back to the well. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Finds a crease. It's Warren. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Right side, it's Warren. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Arizona in a hurry. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
What a start for this guy, right? 2 drives, and that's already his 2nd rushing touchdown. And listen, this area of the field, David, in the red zone, you got to be able to run it. It's really hard to throw. The windows aren't very big. But this dude right now is feeling it.
And as a defense now, I understand the mission. Palmer, it's pretty simple. They're going to run the football. So I've got to meet that physical challenge, man. I got to stop the run, or else this is going to be a long day for this defense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Walton. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Smith dropping to pass. Got the tight end outside. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Wide open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Uh-oh, look out. Plows through the defense. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Moves the pocket. It's Bailey. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Out wide right, it's Flanagan. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Using his legs, it's Mobley. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Williams. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick give. It's Russell.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Caught. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Rashad Downs going up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Long way to go on second down. He's looking to throw. And he almost had a pick.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking for space, it's Mobley. Got enough for the first down. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Quarterback changing the play. Smith wants to throw. He's got the tight end. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to commit.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. They'll run the screen. Turning it on. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this run.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Run in the red zone. It's Mobley. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield very late in the half. Moving out to the right. He wants it all. Touchdown, Irish. He got it. Beat down in bounds. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. On the ground, it's Russell. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's begin with the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the number 8 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's West Virginia able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They want to run it left here. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Smith dropping to pass. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Good job just to get rid of that one.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
Catches it at the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Drops back on first down. Right side, it's Russell. Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, they're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Wants to throw on first. With the catch, it's Jordan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. The quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down. Now 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Bailey. Reels it in. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Great job by this quarterback to beat the blitz, and then the running back made it to the sticks.
Yeah, awesome job. You see a extra guy coming. The running back is not accounted for. Nice job getting it to him and letting him get the first down. Great job, great read.
Just keep slinging it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Back to pass on second down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. On the ground, it's Russell. They were all over it.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Second down, going to throw it. Here comes the heat. Setting up the screen. At the 20, he's got space. Snags it and he's open. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Arizona. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finished things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here come the Irish back on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Look out! Takes a shot as he lets it go. Had to force that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll move the tight end. Smith wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Gilbert. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Big time throw in that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Second down to the air. He's got the back in the middle. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Hunt is on its way. Makes a move. Oh, he got loose. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Looking for room. It's Russell. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Quickly to the tight end. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
I know he's got the height and the weight of the tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Caught behind the line. It's Russell. There he goes. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
In the red area, it's Russell. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Left side is Spivey. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Back's got it on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Sure, they could take the lead with a short field goal here, but this close to the end zone, you want to try to score a touchdown. That's what they'll do on 4th. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! They take the lead here in the 4th.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to. Makes the grab and room to run. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. That is a time-honored way to slow down. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Smith dropping to pass. Caught by Williams on the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Really, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
2nd and long here. Quarterback signaling to his guy. And back to the air on second down. Couldn't set his feet.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Breaks through, it's Walton. He gets it down to the 28-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks, and now we'll see what they do on fourth.
Offense facing fourth down.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down.
214 close. 214 close.
Got to make the play on fourth. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
From the gun, it's Russell. Turning it on! Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down?
Makes the grab in their space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
On the run, it's Russell. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Drops back, it's Bailey. He's got it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points, and now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
And this is a situation the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running the red zone. It's Russell. Knocked down immediately.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on third down coming up. Let's call it third and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. What a costly mistake and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception. And now this offense can drive down and take the lead. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's got plenty for the first down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Making the adjustment. Sends it back in motion. Smith wants to throw. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Hits inside. It's Coleman Williams. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Back's got it on the screen. There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Smith dropping to pass. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a 1st down.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And I'm curious if that shot right there to the end zone was the offense's way of being aggressive. And now they take the field goal because a field goal ties this thing up. Big decision for this offense upcoming. Do I take the field goal, the guaranteed tie, or do I keep the gas pedal to the floor and be aggressive?
So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. And it's good! And they take the lead inside a minute to play.
That is a massive kick late here in the game to tie it up. And now, can your defense do their job and at minimum hold them scoreless here to put this thing into OT? Or even better, can they get you the football back and give you an opportunity to win the game?
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, they don't connect on that throw, but you're seeing the 2-minute drill live and in full effect for this offense, something they practice each and every single week. Looking for the sidelines, using the clocks, understanding the timeout situation. But these are plays they feel like they can run in their sleep to put themselves in position to kick a field goal here late.
Moving the pocket, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Out wide right, it's Russell. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Out wide left, it's Jordan. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. The holder will kneel at the 33, a 43-yard attempt for the win. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football, I showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I gotta take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
Just a couple they need to pick up here on 3rd and short in overtime. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Left side is Spivey. Goes down immediately, but that's just what they needed. It'll be a first down.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback.
Touchdown, Wildcats. They strike first here in overtime. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They know. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Got it.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. On first down, here comes this offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after. Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And the extra point is good. We play on first down here in the second overtime period. Handoff to the single back. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. They're going to ride this running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Running the ball in OT, and a nice job by the ball carrier, finding his lane, finding his hole, putting his foot in the ground, and getting upfield.
The give is to Williams. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
First and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the second overtime. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Looking for a touchdown to take the lead in overtime here on 3rd and goal. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into 4th down.
This defense impresses me. When they're in short yardage situations or when they're in goal line situations, they just seem to play tougher. They just seem to play better. They've got guys that get after the football, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Not even a thought to take the field goal. They're going for it on 4th and goal. Smith dropping to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They take the lead here in the second overtime period.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Was to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. A snap was to throw to start this drive. Stepping to the right. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Second down, gonna throw it. Finds the tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They are up against it, a 3rd and long, needing a touchdown here in overtime. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Makes the grab. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Wants to keep it in the air. Touchdown, Arizona. And they answered the bell and responded with a score of their own.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass, the poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming 2-point play, you might just put it back in his hands and let him go win it for you.
Yeah, man, I need it again, right? Like these rules, I got to go for 2. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, got to come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these 2-point plays all year long, all week long. That's what you do. You know the rules. Now you got to go execute.
And now it's all 2-point conversion attempts from here on out. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Right side, it's Warren. Tremendous execution to get the 2, and now they turn up the heat. Now they'll have to respond with a 2 of their own.
Ready. Bender.
From the gun. Still looking to his right. And another answer. We're tied again, and let's keep playing, kids. Let's do it again, guys, shall we? And we'll see just how far down the play sheet they have to go for this two-point try. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Finds his back in the middle. They can't get it done on the two, and now they'll rely on the defense. They got the stop, now to win it with a two. He's looking to throw. Rolls right. Out wide right, it's Spivey. That's it. That's the ball game. The two-point try gets it done. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.